MovNat. I usually describe it as kind of the way humans are meant to move. That if you have a user's manual for your computer or your car or whatever, it's essentially your movement manual for your body. I studied dance at St. Olaf College, and one of the strong parts of their dance program is their somatics program, which is a very heavily centered mind-body connection. I got very deep into a lot of the philosophy involved with that, and actually finding CrossFit and mostly the CrossFit mobility stuff led me to actually find MovNat. And mostly in terms of that, I kind of grew up as a bodybuilder, weightlifter type person, and I just grew up doing a lot of that type of movement, and so I had a lot of dysfunction because of that. I was, very tight shoulders, kind of built into a frame instead of being built on a frame. I think the biggest part is just the movement, kind of the way it's supposed to be. A lot of times in dance, it's what the movement is expressing, and that you finagle your body into weird positions to make that express what it needs to. But the body also has a lot of different expressions that it does through movement. And so this is it's weirdly creative in I don't want to say non-creative, but it has a creative component to it, and yet it's something that you would just completely do naturally. One of the things that's always been really kind of interesting and great for me with the MovNat kind of certifications as opposed to others, it's like I did my CrossFit level 1 a while back, and kind of the biggest difference is that the CrossFit level 1 is more a seminar. You show up and they teach you how to do everything. They don't necessarily expect you to be able to teach it. They give you all the tools to be able to teach it, but you never are really working on that as a skill. With the level 1, having the first full day is your test was very eye-opening for me. It's just in terms of you should show up knowing how to do this stuff, or have a very good understanding and being able to work through that. The rest of it is learning not only how to teach it, but how to go deeper into it and how to really understand it. In terms of becoming a trainer, I think every single personal trainer who's still kind of operating under the sets and reps mentality, I think it's great for them to at least consider other options. But also just if that's the method that you think is what's going to make all of your clients bulletproof or whatever, then I think there's a lot of techniques from MovNat that can be used in that way too. And if that's your approach, then there's nothing wrong with that. But putting more kind of functional movement in there is always a plus.